Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So you might be wondering, if you have a Cash App, can it be traced? This is important information to know, so make sure you stay till the end of the video because I'm going to explain everything that goes along with that. So Cash App has exploded in popularity. A lot of people use it now. It used to be PayPal, it used to be other types of payment processors, but now I do hear a lot, hey, I'll just send it to your Cash App. So with the popularity and the prevalence of it in society, you might be wondering, can it be traced? And since it's becoming so big, we want to be sure that it's safe. Not only do we have to be worried about scammers and hackers, but now the government wants to have a piece of it as well. So a lot of people are looking at your Cash App. So let's answer the question, can it be traced? So Cash App keeps a track of all your personal information and your transaction and payment history. Everything is in a ledger. You can see everything from start to finish. It doesn't go off after a certain amount of months or years. It also complies with the law, and it may turn your data over to law enforcement agencies. So if you are doing something that's illegal, immoral, or whatever it is, and there's a crime afoot or someone's looking for something related to that, then it will do that as well. And it will turn it over to the government as well if you send over $600 in transactions. So let's see what Cash App collects from you. Does it give the information to the government? Can you delete it? What can you do? So the biggest one you might be asking, because you're probably going to have maybe transactions over 600, 700, 1,000. Generally, as this app becomes more popular, it will. So does Cash App report your transactions to the IRS? And Cash App does have to comply with new laws and regulations that require them to report to certain groups of users to the IRS. And they have to report the sale of goods and services. So you've probably heard everyone's income over 600 annually is going to be reported to the IRS. That's only confirmed for business accounts, at least with Cash App. So a personal account, it might not happen. That being said, it's always a good idea to keep track of everything. 600 a year is such a small threshold that we know if the previous threshold was 20,000 tax per year. So keep that in mind. Keep that threshold in mind. While it does apply to business accounts, they could still take a look at it. Because in new legislation, January 1st, 2022, Cash App started to declare payment for goods and services in the form of a 1099 if transactions total $600 in a year. So if you're worried that is going to apply to you, or you're saying, oh, I did transactions over 600, maybe I had $700, 800, or in the thousands, the website clearly states sending or receiving money between friends, family, gifts, pay for dinners, or split bills isn't reported to the IRS. So keep that in mind. While watching this video, you definitely want to keep that in mind because a lot of people might, get worried. But if, say it was a Christmas gift and you sent $800, that's not something that they're going to look for. Information Cash App collects about you. What do they take a look at? They collect a fair amount of personal data from you, and the data is used to make Cash App work better for you and others. So it's important to collect some data, otherwise the app wouldn't work. While people may say, why are they late taking a look at my data? Some of these apps look at your data to give different metrics on what people are looking at and what their preferences are and how to cater to them. Also, when you send a customer support request, it's necessary to verify your identity account so they can help provide tech support and help as well. And here's the type of information it looks at. It looks at your ID, identification information. That's personal information used to identify you, and that's basics such as your name, phone number, email address, zip code, Cash App signature, the information you use to log in, as well as your IP address. And you can't really have a financial app without this type of information. So keep that in mind. Also look at financial information. That's your bank account, payment card numbers you add, your cash card number, and if you have a debit card, and your transaction information. This includes all the data to make, accept, or request payments, time and place of transactions, the name of transacting parties, descriptions, transfer amounts, devices, and payment information, and also contact information. Like you can find people you want to send money to easier, your friends, for your account, for fraud prevention, to reduce the risk, and to provide additional personalized services. And also verified users' information, date of birth, your full address, ID, SOCH, and your photo. And it can have geolocation. That could be your location, your IP address, network, and even the language for some reason. And your device information, the hardware, Android or Apple, operating system, device name, mobile network information, information about the device's interaction, and maybe some information about your internet and network. such as your login, log out, date and time, your access, your browser and language, country, IP address, domain name of your internet service provider, pages you visit on Cash App, your search terms, and the websites you visited before on Cash App, and your profile information. And that could include your preferences, characteristics, or behavior. Now, does it share your information? As the case with especially fintech companies, they do concede to government offices, and that can include tax authorities, creditors, and law enforcement agencies. And does it keep it secure? Every company under the sun thinks or claims your information safe. That may not always be the case. Cash App does say they do a lot to keep your data safe. However, as I say, no one can ever guarantee hackers won't break into your stuff. This is exactly what happened to 8 million Cash App users. And how long does it keep your information? They keep your data longer to collect fees, follow the law, to fight fraud, to resolve disputes, to enforce agreements, and to defend your rights in court. Can you delete it? You do have the right to ask them to delete personal data they've collected, and after the company deletes your information, you won't be able to use Cash App anymore unless you make a new account. And as you see, the company may keep your data as long as they feel it's necessary. However long that period is, we're not able to say. So, with all that being said, that is the information they do keep track of. That is some of the reasons why. And it's up to you to see if you're willing to use Cash App with all of this information that they have, or don't. Remember, you can delete it, but you may not be able to use Cash App until you make a new account. I hope that was helpful. If it was, be sure to like this video, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you have any questions or comments, let me know down below, and I'll catch you in the next video.